Try to be rough. Let me know they whole crowd selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers.
It's week 3 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He was a walking highlight reel last week with a 4-touchdown game. It's the Bills and the Commanders, all that and more. Coming up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dap, but he wouldn't give me any, and I thought he was snubbing me. Then I realized he's keeping all that flame to himself. How about the week he had last week? AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Allen going to look to throw on the first play. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his 2nd NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd down and 13. Howell. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Hardy. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now the 2nd-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 12 carries, 58 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
That's
21-0 our score after 1.
Commanders nothing.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Hardy set to return and running with power here. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Trent Sherfield, 55 yards. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Commanders nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Commanders' offense set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Let's go now. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And Howell will throw it. That's complete to Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Faking the handoff. Howell. Flushed out right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. This is brought in at the 21. And there he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. What a run, 79 yards on the punt return. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Well, if you're into cheesy movies, you would title this one A Half to Remember, wouldn't you? His second return touchdown of the game.
What if I'm not into cheesy movies?
Well, go ahead and get into it, man, because I just did it, and you're going to green light that one. How about those returns? Maybe they ought to think about not kicking him the ball.
Yeah, they might want to go away from him in the future. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. Man open is Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Off play action. It's Howell. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Loss of 6 yards. It's now 3rd and 12.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That escapes the sack. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now Howell. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing here, Howell. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it.
We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The Ravens looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The man in a different shade of green, Aaron Rodgers, with a touchdown pass. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down, another shot for Robinson. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Tressway now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. They'll let this go deep for Sherfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here, but that one falls incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Sherfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Howell now to throw it. That is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Number 1, Jahan Dotson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Robinson up the middle, shedding the tackle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
5-yard gain on the play. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Bills' 7-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it second and 5. Now second and 5. Harris running straight ahead, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bills first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
First down, Bills.
They hand this off to Harris. Shreds the tackle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, this is Harris. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On the give, this is Harris. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Buffalo, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Back on my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say?